Touches Everything podcast, episode 31.
31?
Yeah.
Damn. We got Yeezy in the building.
What's
on
up,
the
man?
mics.
What's up, man? What's up, man? It's good to see you both.
What's going on, boys?
What's going on?
It's been a little minute. New guests.
Yeah. This was the last, two? It was just me and you?
Yeah. Wayne with the new haircut.
Yeah. I finally decided to cut my hair. I've been looking like an old man. So.
Feeling good?
Yeah, no.
Feeling good. Feeling great.
Feeling good. Life is good.
So I've been seeing a lot of dudes that just do mustaches these days.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel about dudes just bringing mustaches back? It's not so much beards I've been seeing.
I feel like it's super like creepy just seeing like a dude with like a mustache. I don't know why. I just get that vibe. It looks like
I'm
a
seeing
creeper
like
vibe.
23 to 25-year-old dudes with just mustaches. It's pretty funny. I like that it's coming back a little bit, especially when they get little curls going to it.
Do you think it's like something that they bring back from like the 70s? Because that was super like big back then, like 70s, 80s, just like the mustache.
I think it's just trends coming back around. I don't know if it has anything to do with like the 70s or the 80s or anything.
What do you think about like the Jerry curls? I know that's coming back too. What about like the combo mustache Jerry curls?
I think Connor should get a mustache and a Jerry curl. That looks sick.
I feel like it's like a military thing or like a countryside thing. You know what I mean? It's the mustache symbolism.
You can go Amish and just like get the beard, no mustache.
Ooh.
Maybe they're just anti-Amish these days.
You got to bring it back. You got to bring it back.
I don't know if I could rock that, just like the beard and the like no mustache.
Beard, no mustache?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, you can't yet. Once you get married, you can.
That's true.
I think like Amish, like once you get married, that's when you can grow your beard out. Before then, you can't grow the beard out.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. You guys think you'd ever live like the Amish lifestyle? It's a lot simpler. Just kind of working hard on the farm and building tables and chairs and stuff.
It really seems like honestly like a good life, to be honest. Everything's organic. You know, they're kind of sticking to the roots of like, just earth. You know, what I mean? Keeping it simple.
They stay in their
lifestyle.
own lane, essentially.
They're not really letting technology, override their culture, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of their philosophy is we have everything we need here. Why do we need to go into the outside world and take on what they have when we've got enough right here?
I think about buying like their farm food. Like honestly, like there's some really good Amish parts of like Pennsylvania where they sell pretty good, food, organic food.
Nice shoe fly pie or something.
Yeah, cheese, milk,
those Dutch chocolates,
steaks. They got farms.
Yeah, that's what they do.
They got farms.
Yeah, I think it'd be definitely cool just to like disconnect from like the world. Like there's like too much happening, like especially with like social media. It's just like a constant barrage. It'd be nice to like just chill, be on a farm and just like do like, farm work.
Exactly.
Have a big family. So
But then you see those dudes, the Amish, that go on Rumspringa and they're just wilding out, going crazy, taking all this crazy stuff, going to the clubs and whatnot. I mean, I think they can go out into like the actual society for as long as they want, but a lot of them do end up going back. I mean, that's just crazy how they do that. How they just go and just all that dopamine thrown at them right at once.
Yeah. Have you seen like when like they decide to like break away from like the community and they kind of have to like go off on their own, like those documentaries? Have you guys seen those?
Yeah, and they're shunned.
Yeah.
Like they can sometimes go back for holidays, but like the parents will just like look at them like you're a piece of shit.
Right.
Yeah. The family.
I always think about that. Just like how would that be? Just like going off on your own. This like all this culture and stuff is like new to you, and just like you're away from like your family, and it's just like how do you adapt to that?
It's kind of like people that are raised in cults. And they kind of break out of the cult, and then they're like, "Wow, screw this cult! I can't believe I was raised this way."
Right.
And then their lives are just anti-cult, just trying to stay away from it.
Yeah.
Let's see. How do you guys get yourself out of a conversation that you're not interested in having with someone? Do you have any good tips and tricks?
I think the damn that's crazy. You give a couple of those.
Yeah.
It's just like that's kind of the hint.
That's
like,
crazy, bro.
to like stop talking
Damn,
at that
that's
point.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys trying to get all this conversation with me right now?
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy as hell.
Oh gosh.
Kind of what I do is I'll like try to turn my body like as far away from them as possible. Just show it in my body language. I've been stuck in conversations where I'm completely turned around from somebody and looking back towards them.
Yeah.
They're just still going.
Oh my god. I don't know. Some people are talkers, man. Honestly, it's just like you're trying to find like an exit and you just can't, you know. And it's just like usually what I do is just kind of like step back or like start walking like backwards. That's kind of like the hint to be like, shut up. I'm trying to go. You know.
You ever get like a close talker, like the skit from Seinfeld? Somebody just gets way too close in with you for a conversation.
Yeah.
Stand back.
Yes.
That's always like the awkward thing. I hate when people talk like super close to my face because I just get super insecure. Just like, why are you so close to me? And I was like, what's going on?
That or somebody that spits when they talk.
Right. Yeah. That's the worst.
Depending on who it is, of course. But
They just don't know their distance.
yeah, some people don't
like,
know personal
They're
space.
just not cognizant of being how really close they are to you, especially strangers.
All right, Connor, you said you had a question. What do you got?
I did. If everything was legal for 5 minutes, what would you do?
For 5 minutes?
Correct.
Man. And no consequences.
No consequences. Legal for 5 minutes. Kind of like a purge for 5 minutes. Like anything is game.
I suppose, I mean, if it was something I knew how to do, maybe steal a bunch of Bitcoin from somebody, hack somebody's Bitcoin account, and then buy girls that don't want my attention Lamborghinis in Miami.
I'm sure that would work very well for you.
No, I honestly think, I'm on the same idea with you. Just like, like rob a bank or something like that,
Make a big come up.
You know what's
Right,
funny?
yeah.
Every person I've asked that question to
Yeah.
said rob a bank. I swear to you.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like most people don't really want to hurt anybody. Nothing like that. I mean, I don't know, maybe like go streaking or something. Like a crazier answer.
I wanted to say that, but I was like, nah.
I feel like if it was legal for 5 minutes, you got to do something more extreme.
Yeah.
Like hijack a plane.
Beneficial. I mean, what the shoe fits, wear it.
I think that'd be your last plane ride, honestly.
What about you, Connor? If it's not rob a bank, what are you doing if everything's legal for 5 minutes?
Damn, that's it's crazy because I spent so much time asking the question. I never thought about it myself.
I fall
now
into
that
a
I think
lot,
about
too.
it, what would be the first thing that I would do if everything was legal for 5 minutes? I would probably, I don't know. That's a great one, to be honest. Like, I honestly don't know what I would do because it would have to be something illegal, obviously. Because like I could still do something legal if everything was illegal for 5 minutes.
I feel like I'd arrest a cop or something. Just flip it back around on him.
Just take like a squad car, just go for a joyride.
Yeah, literally. That would be cool.
Honestly, I'd probably be sick. Just flying in the squad car, lights blaring, sirens going, just doing whatever you want.
Yeah, maybe flying a helicopter unlicensed. I don't know. That'd be pretty badass.
That'd be pretty dope, yeah.
Just to say you fly a helicopter.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a helicopter is like compared to a plane,
Yeah,
like is more badass.
true.
Than
Do you feel like it would be like harder to fly a plane or a helicopter? If you had to think.
I feel
probably
like,
a helicopter?
Yeah.
Because it's less heavy.
Right.
yeah, and a plane instead of like autopilot. Like once you're in the sky, you're good. Where
Yeah.
a helicopter, there's a lot more variables to it.
That's true.
They're a
Yeah.
lot more agile and nimble, agile and nimble.
They got bigger engines. They're not operated by like a spinning force. And it's probably harder to maneuver in bad weather, especially with the no door or like, the open doors, suicide doors.
So, Connor, you have a Tesla. Do you ever see an electric car society like fully catching on? Like, or is it just really annoying having to charge the car all the time?
That's a great question because I was thinking about that on my way here. And I'll be honest, charging it all the time, if you don't have one at your house or, it's a pain in the ass. And that's exactly why after 2 years, I'm going to sell mine.
Really?
Okay.
It's going to be hard to go back to gas if I decide to, but it just drives so much better than a gas car.
Yeah.
So that's the hard part for me. But it is a pain in the ass having to go to the charger all the time if you don't have, something at your house.
So say you're on 0, say you're on empty. How long does it take to fully charge it off like your house charger?
House charger? Well, it depends. If you have a house supercharger, then you can charge it in less time fully and more quickly and efficiently. But what I have is a plug-in-the-wall charger adapter where I could just plug it into a
Regular 110 outlet, the 3-prong?
Exactly. 3-prong, bong, plug it in my car. Takes longer, but overnight, it's charging, 15, 20%.
That's
enough,
not bad.
To get me through the week, like without having to stop at a supercharger.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's great for me. I mean, when I had that, but I mean, I don't have a garage where I in this investment property that I just purchased.
Have you ran into like a situation where you just like you like try to like charge it the night before and you end up not having enough electricity to go where you're going? No. Okay.
No, I've never ran out of electricity, although I've gotten like very close, but it always works out. Because like I'll be honest, there's a lot in proximity of where I usually am. To be honest, I'm mindful of that.
That's good. Yeah, I feel like it's something you got to be a lot more mindful of. It's not, you can't leave the car on E and you got to get up the next morning and go somewhere. You can't just forget to plug it in or anything like that.
It's a burden too. Sometimes they're fully packed and then you got to go to another one. And sometimes if you're in dire need, you have a charge, you got to wait.
You got to go park outside of a different Starbucks that's 5 miles up the road.
So you remember like the whole thing with like people boycotting like Teslas and stuff like that and like damaging like people's property? Were you like ever worried about that happening to you?
Honestly, increasingly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like not like to a high degree.
Right.
If that makes sense. Yeah. No, I'm not really, because I have cameras all in my car. People are mindful usually of that, and everybody who does it gets caught.
Right.
For the most part, because they're on camera.
I think it's funny that everybody's got like doorbell cameras and stuff now. Like, what are you gonna do? Watch somebody steal your stuff? Watch somebody just smash your car?
I'm guilty. I have one of those. I have one of those. But like my neighbor kind of convinced me to get it.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely good to have. I've found myself using it a lot more just to make sure my DoorDash driver was gone, so they don't see me go outside and pick up the food.
You just watch them.
I had a DoorDash driver deliver on a bike the other day.
Really?
Like a bicycle, which like I can see like
Summer's
being
here, baby.
I can see being a thing in like the cities. Yeah, that's a big thing. But like where we are, like in the burbs.
Yeah.
Like he was going, it was nighttime, and I saw him going down like a dirt trail. I'm like, there's no lights back there. What's this guy doing?
Did he pull up with lights on his bike?
I didn't see him. I didn't turn the camera on to check.
That's weird.
And he like went the wrong way at first too. I was like, dang, feel bad only giving this guy $4 tip.
So you
let me tell you a funny story actually about Tesla cameras. So one night I'm there for a UFC night with my cousin. Sean's there, my brother. And we had pizza delivered, and it said it was delivered, and then we go outside and nowhere to be found. I'm like, bro, let's check your cameras. So we check it around, and we're like looking all around, and he delivers it at the wrong. We found out at first we thought like he just kind of like just took the pizza or whatever, and he just said it was delivered. But like then we checked the cameras. He delivered it at the neighbor's. And like, do we go to the neighbor's house like, and grab the pizza? Like, that's kind of strange. And they have a dog that barked and stuff. But no, yeah. I mean, it was
They
check the cameras.
they send you out on the mission to retrieve the pizza.
We did retrieve the pizza. Yeah.
Should have treated it like a.
I just went and grabbed it because I mean. Found out where it was.
Right.
Treat it like a special ops mission. You got walkie-talkies going.
Yeah. I was just not. The dog was just. I was just trying to avoid the dog barking and making it seem strange. I was just grabbing my pizza, sir. The delivery driver.
So you know how they say kind of bachelor's degrees are useless these days? Like these kids are spending all this money to go to school and everything, and then they don't even use their degrees. Do you think high school diplomas are eventually going to follow that trend as well? Kind of the experience versus the education?
I think no. I think it was like an associate's degree because I feel like getting an associate's degree now doesn't really like matter, you know?
Yeah.
Just like a lot of jobs, like when you go on like Indeed or like LinkedIn, you like look for like jobs. Like if you're like when I had an associate's degree,
Yeah.
they were like, oh, you need a bachelor's, you know? So that's what prompted me to like actually like pursue my like bachelor's.
Yeah.
So I think high school diplomas will be a staple because it shows that you actually like, you know, committed to like, you know, school for like what, 12 years or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's.
I think technical schools are going to start to be more of like a specialized thing as well, just because there's so many unfilled like blue collar jobs out there.
Right.
So I think that's going to start to be a much bigger thing, hopefully, just because I don't want to be able to have to fix my plumbing in my house. In 20 years, I want there to be somebody I can call and they come by and do it.
Hey, you just have your own AI agent.
I just have AI walk me through fixing my plumbing.
Yeah. Yeah. How to do this. It's a tutorial.
Yeah. No, a lot
Seconds.
societies, no, a lot, especially in the US, like a lot of like, you know, schools and like parents and stuff are like pushing a bunch of kids to like go to college, get a degree that they like usually when you get up, they never use it, you know, unless it's like a specialized degree, like, you know, like a doctor, like a lawyer. So it's just like I have a bunch of people who went to school for something and they end up not like doing that. So I think it's a good thing to like have like a blue collar, like, you know, a job essentially, you know, to like, you know, like you said, like people fixing your like, you know, plumbing and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be strange, like, thinking about going to college right now, given, like, AI being so impactful, you know, on the job market in the future. Because, like, if I was a student currently, like, I would be very, like, confused, like, where my future is going to go because you don't know what jobs are going to be replaced, you know, by AI as it, you know, advances at a rapid, like, you know, pace right now.
I feel like we kind of like just missed that wave of where students these days have AI and they can just put a math problem into it and it solves it for you. It walks through step by step how to do it. Like we used to have to use like
technology that was just kind of just dropped on the, you know, dropped on us. Like
it's crazy.
But it's probably been around for, you know, way longer. It's just now introduced to the public.
Yeah.
We had to use like Spark Notes and like checks to like get the answers
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah. Quizlet.
Yeah.
Good old Quizlet.
Quizlet. Go.
Yeah. No, I recently saw an article where it's just like this college student basically for like a whole like year or like a semester just like use ChatGPT or like an AI to essentially just like go through all his classes without actually like doing anything.
How was that managed like in college? Like I really think about that sometimes. Like,
they apparently
they block the website, which is probably what they usually do.
Yeah,
in colleges and universities.
I know like professors have the like another AI that they use to like spot, you know, if like a student's cheating or like they used AI. Yeah. But it's like even that, like the students like bypass that.
They probably run it through AI.
Yeah,
to figure
essentially,
out
yeah.
AI use AI to combat this AI.
Right.
It's like the Spider-Man meme, but it's just AI.
Just pointing.
Let's see, what else do I got for you guys? Do you think shoplifting from Goodwill is actually stealing? Because it's somebody else's old crap that they don't want anymore?
It's kind of like, in a way, a hand-me-down retail store. Like, you just give it to a store and they resell it. They wash it and resell it. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some vintage shit you can find in it and, you know, retail stores like that. But
yeah.
Other than that, it's just, honestly, it is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I would go for, like, if I need a costume.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Savers or something.
But yeah, like if you shoplift from there, like do you really have to feel morally bad about that just because it was something somebody gave away and this company's just profiting off of taking this in?
I think you should because a lot of the Goodwill employees, they employ a lot of people with like special needs and stuff. So a lot of that money goes into like hire people who, you know, might not like fare well in like a different type of job situation. So I think, yeah, there's a lot of like donations that go to like different causes through Goodwill, through like the clothes that are like donated or like the appliances.
I believe it's a nonprofit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Goodwill a nonprofit?
I think so.
I mean,
Goodwill Savers isn't.
Even nonprofits, they still have CEOs getting 7-figure salaries every year.
CEO is just another word for somebody who's running the company. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you could be a very small business owner and call yourself a CEO.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, we all see that. We all see that.
Big boss up. CEO.
Chief exec.
Yep. How often do you guys wash your bed sheets?
Probably like once a week or maybe two.
Yeah.
Depending.
Yeah.
Depending, like.
Depending on how hot it is outside and everything.
Exactly. Because if you're sweating at night and you know.
Yeah.
So apparently it's supposed to be every like 3 days, but I don't do that. It's like once a
I
week.
don't
Yeah.
think anybody does
Yeah.
that.
That's too much laundry.
I think that's like,
yeah.
you gotta like wash your, like you're that much of a like OCD. Like you gotta wash it every 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a little extra, but.
Yeah, no, I mean, how do you guys feel about, you ever get like went to somebody's house and like they don't have like a pillowcase and like you just see like the yellow stains on their like pillows to kind of like give you that to sleep on and you're just like, oh, I don't know if I want to sleep there.
Yeah.
It's like
I think that's probably that's from sweat, right?
Yeah, sweat. Yeah.
Sweat and
Like
probably
dead skin cells
dead
and stuff.
skin
Yeah,
seeping
skin
into
cells.
it.
We shed like
Right.
snakes.
Yeah. Pretty much. I guess we all are just lizard people at the end of the day.
Grab people.
You guys see that village in Switzerland, Blot in Switzerland, that got covered in that Alp? Like there was a big like mudslide or avalanche.
Oh,
The entire village, like 90% of it, got completely covered.
Jesus.
There's
covered in what? Ice?
snow, mud, yeah, all kinds of stuff. There's a big landslide off the Birch Glacier, so it just broke off and just covered the entire thing.
I saw the images on like floating around online and I was like, no, this can't be real. It must be like AI. Then I saw like a news article and it was like, yeah, apparently they evacuated the whole like town like a week before. Yeah, it was pretty scary.
Just be happy that those people aren't like the Floridians. They see a hurricane coming. I ain't leaving.
Right.
I've been here for 40 years.
If you could live anywhere, worry free, where would you live?
Definitely not Blot in Switzerland.
I don't know. Somewhere warm, ideally. You know, maybe like a Costa Rica or like maybe like the Caribbean. You know, somewhere
Costa
there.
Rica.
Yeah.
I would love to go to Costa Rica. I think I'm definitely gonna go.
Just
For
gonna
sure.
visit. You're not gonna move there.
Huh?
Just gonna visit.
If I love it enough, I'll think about it. I'm thinking about moving out of.
Yeah.
Honest.
You gotta get like a puka shell diamond chain if you move down to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Be sick. Just surf.
Yeah. I gotta learn how to surf. It's probably so hard. You snowboard?
I have before.
Yeah.
Funny, I was talking about my snowboard today. It's been in my brother's garage like the past 12 years. Haven't used it.
At least the golf clubs are getting some use.
Golf clubs haven't seen any love so far this year.
Oh, okay.
You know what I hate? Dudes that make their entire personality just golf. That's all they talk about. That's all they do. Like even in their casual life, they're just wearing like a Callaway polo shirt. It's just like, dude, think about something besides golf.
Let's go golfing,
Right.
bro.
So every weekend.
Hit
it's
the
out
green.
there. Yeah.
You know something else that annoys me? People that go to concerts and they just record it on their phone the entire time.
That's so annoying.
Like, for one, you're just holding up your phone. Like, cool if you want to take a couple videos here and there. But you're not going to look back in 3 years like,
Well,
oh,
they're living through a lens, but I mean, at the same time, like I get it because like I like looking back at,
yeah,
because you can experience the concert more than once when you record it.
that's true too.
But you're right though, like everybody is on their phone, like nobody even like takes in the moment at all.
Yeah. How many times do people go back like, oh, here's this concert I went to 5 years ago type of thing?
Yeah. No, it always just like pops up on like your iPhone. You're just like, oh, I remember going to this concert 4 years ago, like on like Snapchat or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
That's
then
nice.
and then you remember bits and pieces of other like memories that stem from
Yeah.
like looking at that memory.
Right.
So it's like you look at one memory and then there's like
Yeah.
4 other memories that kind of bubble up.
Yeah. It also annoys me that Beyonce concerts are now just country concerts. Like,
Yeah, what happened? I thought she was a pop star.
Didn't she just win like something at like the AMAs or something like that? For, like
she won an American Music Award or a CMA, a Country Music Award.
something like that. Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. She
Yeah.
won best country album of the year or something, which is ridiculous.
I don't know. I think there's a lot
She's
better.
doing her thing. Yeah.
True.
There's a lot better country artists out there that deserve it, especially like up and coming ones. Like, what was it? I forgot what's that black dude with the
Shabuzi?
Shabuzi? Yeah, him. Yeah.
I think it's just because of her fan base.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna support her
The
in
Beehive.
any endeavor.
Beehive rules
So
deep.
there she goes, takes country,
Yeah.
and they're gonna follow and they're gonna like it. It's good music
Well,
for the people who like it.
Did
Yeah.
she do like an EDM one like recently?
Beyonce had an EDM album
I feel
too.
like she did. Yeah, I feel like she's like jumping genres at this point. You know?
She's gonna do like a polka album next. You're gonna see Beehive members wearing lederhosen.
Right. Be doing classical music.
She makes a classic rock album.
Right.
Controversial opinion, but I did like Lil Wayne's Rebirth album, his
Yeah.
rock album that he did.
Mm-hmm.
That had some hits on it.
Yeah.
Had some bangers.
He kind of like made that type of music.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it's like hip hop, like rock, like fusion.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like remember Lil Wayne on Fire?
Yeah.
She's on fire. And he was playing the guitar in the
Yeah.
video.
Yep.
That shit was cool.
I think I don't know. What's his name? Kind of like Machine Gun Kelly. Kind of like jumped that from like
Yeah.
hip hop to like doing like rock.
Doesn't he have like some pop video out now?
Yeah, it's called like Cliche, and everything he does in like the video is like supposed to be like a cliche for like a pop star. Apparently, yeah.
He was like this crazy like chopper rapper from Cleveland.
Mhm.
Yeah, he
Like-
was a good rapper too. I mean, I like some of his recent music, but I mean, one or two songs out of like many that he's released.
Yeah. Now he's got dyed purple hair and he's hanging out with Jimmy Kimmel.
I
Jimmy.
think we got to give Eminem credit for like ending that guy's hip hop career.
Yeah. What was this song called? Kill Shot?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an interesting little beef that happened.
Mhm.
I will say my least favorite Lil Wayne era, probably his skateboard era.
Yeah.
That was really weird when he was just like, yeah, I'm a 45-year-old dude. I'm going to try skateboarding now.
He looks pretty good at doing it now.
Does he? He's still
Yeah.
riding? He's still skating?
I can't say because I don't know him or anything, but I'm pretty sure he's been doing it for a long time. So I'd imagine you get good at it.
Think he's
And
about to
I've
get-
seen videos of him actually skating, and he
Okay.
could skate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's about to get picked up by Element
Yeah, I
or
think
something.
remember Robin Big?
Yeah,
That show?
yeah,
I
yeah.
missed that show.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that because Rob Dyrdek was he was a skateboarder.
Yeah. Kim was a skateboarder. Now he's just a business mogul.
The Fantasy Factory.
Yeah.
That was
That
such
was-
a
that was
lit.
very good,
That's
yeah.
like a dude's dream.
Yeah.
You know, have it like that, like in their house.
Just a warehouse with foam pits and basketball hoops and skate park.
Dude, Dyrdek owns MTV at this point now. It's just like all
It's just
ridiculous.
all
Yeah.
ridiculousness.
Ridiculousness
Yeah.
and teen mom at times.
Teen Mom's still a thing. I didn't even know that.
I don't know. I haven't had cable in years, man.
Right.
It's all just streaming services
Yeah.
these days.
People still have cable.
I guess.
I guess older
Crazy.
folks maybe.
Older folks.
Yeah.
That's how they grew up, just flipping channels and everything.
So I saw that Offset is now asking Cardi B for like spousal support. Is it? So I guess my question is like, why is it such like a stigma around like stuff like that, especially when a guy does it? You know, asks for like spousal support after going through like a divorce.
I feel like Offset, I feel like he's just doing it for one to get his name in the headlines. I don't think he actually needs the money. I think he's just trying to get some clout off of it and just get his
Right.
name in the headlines. 'Cause I mean, yeah, Cardi B's got money, but I mean, probably so does Offset.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe he's just salty about Stefan Diggs.
Could be. I did see that he posted like he's
Yeah.
like happy for her.
Yeah.
But I think it's just like I want to have like a bigger conversation. It's just like, you know, if a lady gets divorced and she asks for like alimony, it's okay. But like when a guy does it, it's like frowned upon. So I guess
It's like that in many situations.
Yeah.
Double standards.
Yeah.
It's just a part of the
Yeah.
bigger problem.
What's Cardi B even doing these days? She drop music anymore?
She did a song recently, I think with Megan Thee Stallion, I think. Yeah, I don't really follow Cardi B that often. I just saw the headline. I thought it was interesting.
Dude, I thought you were the biggest Cardi B fan.
No, Lizzo. Ooh, I love me some Lizzo.
I saw Fenway Park canceled a bunch of concerts.
Yeah?
I don't know why, but like I saw people were super upset that Shakira canceled her concert there.
Well, yeah, the people of Boston are upset.
They really love their Shakira.
Out there. Let's see, what else do I got for you guys? You guys ever do like a tarot card reading? You guys think that stuff's legit?
I never wanted
I
to
had
do
one
that.
done pretty recently. Yeah. Actually, yeah. It was I mean, you just look up like the type of meanings and you apply, like you kind of just make up your own meaning to it really. And what you see and how you interpret it, I mean, is a part of the process, I think. You know what I mean? I don't think it's like real, like, you know what I mean? But if you want it to be real, it will be real.
Do you guys know what your like Chinese New Year animal is? I know I'm a dog.
I don't know. I was born in January.
I'm a lion.
Like, you ever been to like a Chinese restaurant where
Yeah,
they have like
yeah.
little placemats and it tells you
get
like
those
the
at
year
the
of everything?
buffets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buffets. You guys have a favorite buffet growing up? You guys used to go to Hometown or anything?
I mean, tried out a couple ones. Usually like the local Chinese buffet spot was the go-to. I mean, Hometown buffet was either hit or miss. You never know.
Or you guys remember back in the day? I mean, you guys are old enough to know. Bugaboo Creek.
I don't think I've been
Yeah,
to
with
that
the
one.
pumpernickel bread.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that pumpernickel bread
I
was
missed that
fire.
bread.
Yeah.
I used to be so scared of like the moose heads.
Yeah.
Like they had like a bunch of
Wasn't it like animatronic that moved
Taxidermy.
around
Yeah.
and stuff?
huh?
Didn't the moose head like move around? Was it
Yeah,
like
yeah,
animatronic?
yeah. They had a bear too. They had like deers, bears. The pumpernickel bread.
You
That's
have
so
a-
funny. It was a staple.
Other than Bugaboo Creek, you got like a favorite classic restaurant that's no longer open?
Classic restaurant. That's
Like
no
a-
longer open.
Like a macaroni grill,
Rainforest Cafe.
Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah, just because it was the vibe you got in there. It's like it's a jungle vibe. It's kind of how we're around here, right here.
You get the molten lava cake.
Yeah, that,
They yell out.
the king of the molten lava cake is Chili's.
Chili's.
I can tell you the last time I've been
I
to a
love
Chili's. Probably like,
They're crushing it from
Yeah.
a business perspective right now. Like they have like record-breaking sales right now.
holy crap.
Their new CEO.
I'm sure. I think they've kind of doubled down on like that 2 for $20 type of meal deal thing.
They just dropped like a quarter pounder too.
Yeah.
Quarter pounder.
Quarter pounder. It's kind of like to mimic McDonald's,
Right.
but you know, from a restaurant
Yeah.
style, and it's really good. It's really good. I've had it. I was like, "Fuck yeah!" It's like a drunk meal, or like hungover Sunday meal. You know,
Yeah.
go over Sunday. You know, have a beer and a burger.
Yeah.
Get a $3 margarita at the Chili's.
Yeah. That's straight sour mix.
Chase the dog. They just make it in giant 5-gallon buckets at a time.
yeah. Like Lord knows how much liquor is actually in that.
If you had to eat with only $5 a day, where would you go? What would you eat?
$5 a day.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
McDonald's?
Duh. I mean, I'll go to any fast food restaurant that's affordable.
Dude, nowadays you probably just get like a burger or something, if that,
Yeah,
for $5.
right. What's $5 now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's inflated, and there's the wages and the salaries, and they're not going up with it. So realistically, everybody's losing like a lot of money, probably the equivalent of the current inflation price.
Right.
Tough economy out there these days.
It is. For me, I'd say probably like the dollar store, because I feel like even though their prices have went up a little bit, I feel like I could make like a whole meal.
Is
with
it just for
$5.
food?
Yeah, just food.
Just for
Yeah.
food. Okay.
I
So
think
you go to the dollar store for food?
Yeah. They have
Chip,
like
what are you gonna buy there? Chips?
no, they have like the what's it called? Like the freezers
Oh, yeah,
and
they
stuff.
got they got the
like the frozen
refrigerated
foods
section.
Yeah. So I don't
Okay.
know. Get some like chimichangas,
Just eating frozen
Right.
burritos every day.
I think I'd be set.
What's your favorite frozen food?
Favorite frozen food? Probably taquitos.
Ooh,
Taquitos are good.
That's pretty good. I'd say, I guess nuggets. Would that be considered frozen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah, like the dino nuggets.
If it's in the freezer, it's
Yeah.
it's frozen.
True. Yeah, dude. Dino nuggets. I mean, they taste better because the
Fire.
shapes to them.
Exactly. It matters. It does. Like I think every detail matters in things. Like you know what I mean? Like shape matters.
Right.
Unpopular opinion. I think ranch is disgusting.
I used to. Yeah,
Ranch is disgusting.
Yeah, I don't like
You're
ranch.
crazy.
I used to think so, but you got me on the blue
You're
cheese.
a blue cheese guy.
Blue cheese
Yeah.
guy.
Blue cheese guy. For certain things, mostly a ranch guy
Yeah.
for me. I love ranch. Like I'll eat it with pizza. I'll eat it with wings.
Yeah, I think ranch is really good
Salads.
on pizza. Yeah.
I feel like it just makes everything taste really pungent, like ranchy. I don't know. I can't do it.
You don't think the blue cheese kind of does that? Like kind of overpowers the
Blue cheese is a little more subtle. It's a little more smooth, creamy. So, yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
It's also a fungus.
Yeah. You guys know yogurt comes from male cows?
Milk cows?
Male cows?
Male cows?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's where you get yogurt from?
Yogurt?
Yeah.
Good thing I don't eat yogurt.
Is that why it tastes so funny?
You know where Greek yogurt comes from?
What?
Greek cows.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. It's a regional thing.
It's a regional thing.
So did you guys see that King? I don't know. Did you guys watch King of the Hill growing up?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Oh,
know that's
yeah.
coming back. I think
Oh, is
August. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Apparently-
They have so many seasons.
Yeah, they do. I think it was like 13 seasons. I think the last time it was out was in
What's your favorite 2000s snack?
Snack.
Remember like Dunkaroos?
Dunkaroos were good.
Yeah.
Dunkaroos, bring those back. Are they still around?
Yeah, they came back around a few
They
years
made a quick
ago.
comeback.
Quick comeback. Yeah, you can find them at the grocery store, I think. Last time I bought
Really?
them, I was really excited. Like, bought them. I think I had...
They're not
'cause
the same though.
They're not the same.
They're
They
not
come
the
in
same.
like those little like pouches. Like, you know, when you get like the cheese and crackers, have the whole thing of cheese there.
Yeah.
You take that little red spatula, you spread it out. I came in something like that. I bought like a strip of those. I think I had like one or two of them. The rest of them sat in my cabinet for like a year until I either threw them away or
Yeah.
I offed them on somebody else.
I don't know. I do like. I guess this is probably not a snack. A baby bottle pop like back in the day.
Oh
Like
yeah.
those,
I remember
yeah.
those.
Baby bottle
Pretty
pop.
cool, yeah.
Those commercials got me.
Yeah.
We really grew up in a really cool era.
We did.
To be honest, like in that bridge, like where technology was just introduced.
Right.
And like we grew up still with phones, but like not to the degree that kids are growing up today
Yeah.
with, AI. Kids are gonna grow up with AI, like agents, and learn directly from them. I think teachers might be replaced, to be quite honest.
A lot of
Yeah.
people are
AI
be
is gonna.
replaced, yeah.
Why listen to a person when you can listen to AI that draws the facts? But like from a social perspective, I don't know if it's a good idea because I think it's great. People get out.
Yeah.
Be social. School is an amazing social
Yeah.
environment.
So I feel
for some.
like a lot of students, they look as teachers as like mentors at times.
Right.
Like everybody's got that favorite teacher they had growing up. And they're just like, yeah, this teacher definitely changed my life, really got me into this subject or got me passionate
We all
about
have a favorite
this.
teacher,
Yeah.
which is awesome. I have multiple. I
True.
loved a lot of teachers growing. I was fortunate enough to have a lot of cool teachers.
I accidentally, so I feel like AI teachers, they're going to start to develop like personalities and be able to be more like personable with people. So I feel like that'll be a thing eventually.
It's already here. I mean, people are relying. I see a lot of people relying on ChatGPT for like everything now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Almost
dude.
to the point where like it's gonna kill creativity. You can get any answer just in the snap of a finger.
Doesn't a lot of people don't think for themselves,
Exactly. Yeah. They're gonna just start like I can't even like decide or do anything. I'm gonna have to ask too reliant. I think
Right.
people are gonna come too reliant on AI.
Have you seen Google's new video AI thing called Veo 3, where just like you could get like it does like 8 seconds of video. Essentially, it's just like you could make anything like an action
it's
movie or
insane.
something. Yeah.
There's so much AI. There's like more bots on the internet than humans now.
Yeah.
Dude, I accidentally clicked on an AI chatbot on Facebook the other day.
Uh-huh.
It's called like Auntie Bot. It was like, oh, hey, nephew, you're looking so good today. And I was just like, oh, my God, get out of here.
Dude, I've made calls and got voicemails at my job. I've made calls and made voicemails, and AI picks up, and I think I'm talking to a human,
Yeah.
but it's really just a gatekeeper to get into their their voicemail.
Yeah.
Or they can hear it live and they
Right.
can pick it up. But I was like, I was tricked. I was like, holy crap. That made me realize like, holy crap, like there's a lot of like
Yeah.
fraudulent shit going on.
Yeah.
It is this.
I
Yeah.
had a weird AI call coming to me the other day, and like it'll sound like a real person, like a clearing of the throat, like kind of human like mannerisms to the AI. I'm like, oh, dang, it's learning.
Yeah.
It's not just a computerized voice anymore.
Do you think those are like spam things, kind of like phishing for your information, like stuff like that?
Probably.
Yeah.
I've had a random number text me posing as my chief executive officer.
Really?
Like, yeah, asking me something. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, what the hell? And it was actually indeed phishing. Like, I made my leadership aware, obviously.
That happened to a girl that I used to work with. She got like an email, but it was a phishing email, like scam email.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're emailing her as like her boss, saying like, "Hey, I need you to go to the grocery store. I need you to get $200 in vanilla gift cards,
All right.
just because I have to give them out as like a promotion for the sale that
No
we're
way.
doing."
Wow.
So she doesn't think twice about it. She jumps in the car, goes to Stop and Shop, and then like is in line to check out. And somebody like finally puts it together, like what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody called her and stopped her. But still, she was fully ready about to go get these vanilla gift cards and whatever.
Yeah. I mean, they'll definitely use that on like older folks, because they're not as,
Happening right
yeah.
now.
Oh yeah, like
It's happening right now as we speak. There's businesses made on it.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of people, which is unfortunate.
the best thing you can do is if you get one of those scam calls, like pick up the phone, pretend like you're an old person, and just waste their time. Like if they hear that you're a young person, they'll probably just hang up the phone and kind of abandon their pursuit on you.
Right.
Just because scammers like to go for low hanging fruit. If they see that you're not low hanging fruit, it's easier for them to just move on to the next one. Like you ever see those like YouTubers like Kit Boga that just like call into these scam call centers?
Yeah, I've seen that.
He just sees how long he can waste their time.
Yeah.
He'll get them going for like 10 hours at times. And then the people are just berserk livid at the end, freaking out.
It's only going to get worse with AI once they're able to start calling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
You're never going to know who you're going to be speaking to. And it's really going to change the dynamic and landscape of so many different like areas
Yeah.
of life.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't think people realize like the degree,
Especially
it's
the
really getting to at a rapid pace right now.
especially the volume of those scam calls that they can start doing. For now, it's call centers with whatever 20 to 50 people working in them.
Yeah.
If they can just have AI do it, they can blast out 1,000 calls in a second.
Yeah. Thousands of people. Get hit.
AI generated voices, so it's not them using somebody else's voice.
Yeah.
And you see like the signs in like the gift card aisle at the grocery store, like don't buy gift cards for people that you don't know. Like make sure you're not getting
Really?
scammed.
Oh, is that a thing now?
Yeah, I've seen it in
Wow.
a couple
I've
stores.
never seen it.
You go to this.
I'm not a shopper now. Usually, sometimes I'll go to like Target or something like that. I've been going to Costco a lot for my groceries. I was kind of mad though. I was trying to buy some bagels at Costco the other day. And so I pick up 1 pack of bagels and I go to check out. The girl's like, "Oh, that's a 2-for-1 deal." I was like, "Oh, I can't just buy like 1 pack of bagels." She's like, "No. Well, you can, but you're going to get the full price for 2 packs." And I was like, "Oh, well, I don't need 12 bagels."
Wait, what type of bagel?
I think
I'm
these were
hoping it's everything bagel.
No, I think these were just plain bagels, but I do like a good everything bagel.
You eating those with cream cheese?
Cream cheese, dude. Yeah, that's the way to go.
Yeah, or you make breakfast sands.
Breakfast Sammy's, that's always a good go-to.
Yep.
You a
What are you, a
sau-
sausage or a bacon guy?
Definitely a sausage guy.
Same here. Pause. But
Big pause.
no, but yeah, definitely sausage, egg, and cheese is the goat.
Yeah. I'm not a big bacon kind of fan. Bad experience one time. It's kind of ruined it for me. Every once in a while, like a burger or something, but no bacon.
You like bacon?
I love bacon. Yeah.
You like it crispy or soft?
Like in the middle,
Yeah.
You know that? Yeah.
I like that. Perfect combination.
How old do you guys want to get?
As old as possible.
Really? If you
Until I consider like old when like I can't do anything for myself anymore.
yeah.
At that point,
You want to be fully functional?
huh?
You want to be fully
as
functional?
long as I'm fully functional, I live as long as I can.
What if they could like download like your brain and put it into like a viable body? You'd want to continue to live on forever? Or do you feel like it would just be monotonous at like, say you get to be 300 years
honestly
old?
Probably because I guess if I am a computer or I'm downloaded, that means I'm destroyable. So they could still erase my consciousness that's downloaded. So, yeah.
I think I don't know. It's just like there's actually a show on Netflix called Altered Carbon like that. But yeah, I think after a while, like maybe like 300 years, it's just like I've experienced everything. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like what's the point of
I would
going
want
on?
to just see what happens, like,
Yeah,
when I'm gone.
right,
You know what I mean? Like, the family, what ends up happening,
right,
like
yeah.
just to have that knowledge. But other than that, it's pointless.
I feel like at some point it would get lonely though. Like everybody that you ever knew is kind of gone, and
Because you can't like experience anything with a computer, really. Like you could talk to it. You ever see that movie Her?
I saw.
He falls
No.
in love with his computer.
I started
It's,
watching that.
The guy who plays the Joker. What's his
Yeah,
name?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin
yeah.
Phoenix. Yeah, it was a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's happening right now. It's like basically, people are gonna be falling in love with robots.
like plankton.
Yeah. The recipe.
I saw an advertisement on Facebook. It was like this small like ice cream shop. It was like today's like lucky name winner is Karen. Like if you have the name Karen, you can come down and get a free scoop or a free cone on us.
What the heck?
And the comments just lit up. They're like, how many managers you guys got working today?
They're in for a wild time out there.
They're gonna complain about the price even though it's free.
Oh man.
I think it's funny that just like random names that we've just adopted with certain like stereotypes to them, like the name Karen or like the name like Brad is like a
Chad.
G-Bad. Yeah.
Brad, Chad.
I wonder if people are still naming their kids Karen after like that whole, like situation that happened.
I was talking to a lady named Karen one time, and she's like, "Oh, hi, like I'm Karen," and then like her kid's with her. And the kid goes like, "Yeah, and she's a real Karen."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Dang, dude."
It's a label now. A well-known label. She's a Karen. That's crazy. Imagine being a good Karen, though. Now you have that stereotype on you.
Shout out to all the good Karens with the normal
Shout out
haircuts
Karens.
out there.
I know a lot of amazing Karens.
When's the last time you guys went to a Denny's?
It's been years, but I used to go to Denny's a lot. A lot of late night den.
Late night Denny's? After the bar?
Yes, sir. I would get a skillet. I would get, I would go like every week, so I'd be eating a lot of different stuff. But like, yeah, when it was opening right over there, yeah, it was amazing. To be honest, breakfast at night after,
that's the best,
after a night out drinking or something, fantastic.
I think the last time I went was with you. I was pretty banged up. I was like crossfaded. Yeah.
So there was this one time I was at Denny's. The one time I almost dined and dashed somewhere. Just because I wasn't trying to dine and dash, but it was super late and I'm just waiting.
That's happened to me as
trying to pay my bill and just they're not coming back to the table. And waited probably like 45 minutes, stood up at the counter. They still didn't show up. I was like, all right, 2 more minutes, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
That's finally when they showed up and I paid and I left.
Jesus.
They have like waiters that are like 70 years old working like night shifts.
Yeah.
Working the graveyard shift.
Yeah, literally, figuratively, literally.
You guys ever seen the Waffle House scale? So Waffle House is one place that doesn't close during disaster. So a lot of local news stations will base it on the Waffle House scale, like based on how they're operating, whether their full menu's going, they're doing like a closed menu or like half menu, or if they're closed, like shit's really going down.
Yeah. I've never been to a Waffle House. I'd love to, but I mean, based on the videos I see out there, I don't know if it's the greatest environment.
Gotta bring your mouth guard to go there.
Yeah, literally.
Do you guys think going out is underrated or overrated compared to staying in?
Underrated or overrated compared to staying in?
Yeah.
Staying in the house?
Yeah, like a nice night at home, glass of wine on the couch with a good movie versus like going out to a bar. Connor, I feel like you're a big party guy, so.
I mean, I like to enjoy my time, you know what I mean? And it usually involves like party-like activities sometimes. But I would probably say, I think going out is overrated, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
you grow up, you experience it. I mean, and then if there's nothing else to do, you have no other hobbies, then you have, you do that, you have fun. But yeah, I think that's my take right there.
As you get older, definitely kind of the fun
Dies
aspect
down.
definitely dwindles down.
No, I agree.
I think it's really a biggest thing. It's one way to get people together, you know what I mean, and enjoy it, together, enhance each other's time.
Yeah.
Together.
Half the time you see people on social media going out, it's like, are they even like really having fun? Or are they just taking pictures, like pretending that they're having fun, you know?
Everything is for Instagram.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Everything is for Instagram.
Kind of like people that record an entire concert on their phone. Do they actually enjoy the concert, or do they just take a video the entire time and watch it through their screen?
They just want to show people they've been there.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I'm here.
FOMO.
Human highlight reels.
You think social media is going to exist forever with AI? Because it could just infiltrate everything and just not like be like human centric.
I think it'll pretty much exist forever just because, I mean, just how everything's brain rot these days. People just want more and more. People are naturally born to consume and be not so much gluttonous, but they want to over consume. So people spend hours just scrolling on their phone and just not aware of what's going on around them.
Attention span is like the length of a TikTok video now.
Yeah, I feel like a freaking squirrel sometimes.
Length of a TikTok video. Yeah, it's like, I'm not going to lie, it's been worse for me too. I mean, I don't really be on TikTok like that, but for me, it's like, holy crap, like everybody has ADHD.
Right,
yeah.
Everybody. Like,
you can sit there, get lost in your phone for 20 minutes, not even realize it.
Doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling, as they call it.
Like sometimes I feel like it's a drag just to watch like a 10 or 20-minute video. Like it's that bad.
Yeah.
Like I can't bear to sit a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
Like, I can't bear to sit a 3-hour movie. Like it has to be like an hour and a half. And I'm like, okay. Or if it's got like a really good plot, then I'll sit for like 2 hours.
Right.
Like, but anything past 2.5, I can't do.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you making a movie that long?
Yeah, 3 hours is a stretch.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I'm falling asleep. I can't even pay attention to your vision.
I feel like that's why TV shows are a lot more captivating because you can kind of watch them in like 30-minute or 1 hour spans.
Love the 30-minute episodes.
Yeah.
30-minute eps.
Yeah.
So big controversy right now. I saw the Lilo and Stitch movie last night. Captain Gantu's not in it. You know, the huge shark dude that comes down and like tries to capture Stitch? He's not in the movie.
He's not in it?
No.
Wow.
What did they
Spoiler
do with
alert.
that writing?
Like, what did they replace him with?
They just kind of wrote him out. Like his entire portion of it's just not in the movie.
Oh, I don't understand why.
They made...
This is live action. Maybe they had to do it different. They didn't get some rights. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
probably some
Yeah.
technical.
Maybe
issue.
the AI wasn't advanced enough to make a gigantic shark, man.
They did that in
Right. Yeah.
They do it all the time. What? They got the shark in there. The shark, like human person. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
No, essentially, spoiler alert, but they kind of just, you know, Jumbo, like the guy that made Stitch Experiment 626, they kind of just doubled down on him being the bad guy in it,
Oh, yeah.
who in the movie is played by Zach Galifianakis, which is kind of weird.
That's
He needs
funny.
to make a comeback. I love his.
Dude, he's
His
doing
work.
it. He's in the Lilo and Stitch movie.
He is?
Yeah.
Who's he voicing over?
He's Jumba. You know, like
Jumba?
the evil scientist that created Stitch.
Oh,
like the
shit.
big, like,
He is?
kind of
That's funny.
Jabba the Hutt looking dude. Yeah, that's who he plays.
Was it creepy seeing him in CGI? Like a CGI version of him?
It was weird.
Yeah.
He doesn't, it's Zach Galifianakis' voice. So it's not like the, oh, hey, I'm Jumba kind of guy
Yeah.
Yeah.
voice. So it's a little bit weird.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at first.
I don't know. He always creeped me out, even in like the cartoons and stuff.
Who's your guys' favorite like underground rapper? Not like super underground, but I'm not talking like a Lil Wayne or Kendrick Lamar level. Like somebody that's got some
Underground.
notoriety. Somebody like a Dave East type or something like that.
I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of underground rap,
Yeah.
and I can't say MF Doom because that's your rapper's favorite rapper. So that wouldn't be fair.
I've been listening to Wax put out a new album. He was pretty big. Well, not pretty big, but he had some hit songs, and he was really big in Europe for a while. Even though
I
he's
have a
not
favorite
European rapper.
underground rock band.
Do you?
What's that?
They're like alternative rock. I kind of stumbled upon them on Spotify. They're called Windwalkers.
Okay.
Windwalkers?
Yeah, they don't get a lot of. They have like one song that like hit a milli, but you know, I think they should be getting way more views. Like, to be quite honest, like it's you know, just like that 2000s alternative rock, but like with that, you know, modern sound and like clarity, you know, of the music.
They deserve to have
clearness.
sold out shows with people on their phones recording them the entire time.
Yes. In my opinion, yes.
Who's
I
that?
think they're talented enough.
Who's that guy that you put me onto? It was like Michael Christmas or something like
Michael
that.
Christmas? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's from Boston.
Yeah, he's pretty
It's a
good.
cool name.
Yeah.
Michael Christmas. Like, some people have some really cool names.
Dude, I went to a show
Genghis
the
Khan.
other day.
Like, what? That's such a badass name.
I went to a show the other day, and it was like a hardcore show. It was a Dance Gavin Dance concert. So people are crowd surfing. This girl comes up to me. She asked me to pick her up so she can crowd surf. So I go and I like pick her up and I like try to launch her. The people in front of me did not catch her. So
Oh my
she fell and
gosh.
hit the ground.
That's crazy.
I felt so bad. And she was like, no, it's okay. And I was like, yo, like that's
probably-
not good.
Probably didn't feel a thing.
So then she disappeared like into the crowd. And like 2 minutes later, I see her surfing to the front of the stage. I was like, no way, she made it. She found a stronger group of lads to pick her up, I guess.
Wait, did you like throw her like backwards or like?
You did her a favor.
So kind of like, it was kind of bad on my part too, but gross. Like she put her foot into my hand and I like launched her up. So she kind of did like a spin move, like backed on her back. So then she fell down with like everything
Yikes.
and like her hands just in the air. But yeah, she
For
took
the cause.
she took a digger.
That's raging right there.
Yeah. She was all about it. Let's see. You guys got anything else to send this one out on? We're at about 57 minutes right now.
Oh wow. This shit went by quick.
Yeah,
I'm
it
enjoying
does,
myself
yeah.
with you guys.
Let's see. What's something funny I got? If you guys had to make $100 as quick as possible, what would you do?
Just sell old shit that you already have. Yeah, that's the quickest way, honestly.
Say you had nothing.
Nothing.
You like go around, collect cans, return them for the 5 or 10 cents. Just download a DoorDash account
I'd
real
do somebody
quick.
a favor.
Do somebody a favor.
Yeah, like mow a lawn or something. Yeah.
Do multiple.
Yeah.
Just borrow $100 from
Whatever's
somebody.
quickest to the 100.
I feel like Cantu would be there for a while trying to get
Yeah,
cans.
yeah.
That is a true hustle, though.
Yeah.
You ever see somebody walking down the street with like 3 sacks full of cans?
Have you seen that lady around our area?
They're getting that bag.
Yeah.
They are literally.
That's it's they use them for something. It's worth something, I guess. Pennies to the dollar.
Pennies to the dollar. Yeah, I feel like I throw away recycle all my cans, and I'm just like, I wonder how much money I throw away every year just recycling.
Yeah.
Probably decent. I mean, you drink a lot of water, so I mean, that'll add up.
No, I mean I drink like reusable water bottles, you know,
Okay.
big
Yeah.
filtered
Got a
water
glass.
kind of
I
guy.
see. Yeah.
Drink out of glass
Mm-hmm.
if you can.
All
You don't
right,
get those microplastics.
Dude, it's probably all
True.
over my body right now.
got microplastics everywhere. It's
We're
seeping
screwed.
in.
We breathe them in. We absorb them. We freaking eat them.
Right.
Guys, we're done. Everything's bad for you.
Yeah, literally.
AI's
It's like
taking
it's like
over.
a full-time job to like even stay healthy. Like it's like you got to dodge so much unhealthy to be healthy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people I think struggle like with health because there's just too many negative and crap options.
There's so many different opinions out there on what's healthy and what's not healthy. You eat fruit, you're eating a bunch of sugar and you're eating a bunch of pesticides from the field. You eat organic fruit.
Everybody's a fake expert. You know what I mean? Everybody like you. There's just random people that pop up in your timeline. They seem credible.
Yeah.
Then you listen to them.
Yeah, they're always trying to sell you something. Yeah.
And then a lot of people fall victim to
Yeah.
it, and including myself. Like, I have before too. Like,
You buy some online like coaching courses before or
no,
something.
none of that. But like products, like where like I thought were like genuine.
See like
but,
a
like, really
TikTok
no
video.
impact. No, no podcasts. Like that's a lot. What I do, I watch a lot of podcasts.
Yeah. So they've gotten a little bit better. Like a lot of stuff that's got an advertisement, they have to make like a little note on it these days showing that it is an ad and that they're getting paid for it. I'm sure that's definitely not 100% accurate, but
Yeah. You never know with these things. sometimes.
Don't believe in advertising.
Yeah.
Although that little like automatic squirt gun, I don't know if you guys seen the advertisements for those that like light up and shit. Bought one of those. Solid purchase.
Yeah.
Bought one for my niece. She loves it.
That's what's up.
Uncle gang.
Uncle gang.
Uncle gang.
Yeah, dude. Congrats on being an uncle.
Yes, sir. I love it.